but at the same time, I like some of the tradition. You know what I mean? The FA Cup's been around damn near what, like 200 years or something crazy. You just gonna act, just
Yeah, it's gone. It's gonna be gone. They because they figure they have too many cups already compared to the other leagues, and they feel like they're wearing down players more when they go into action. Because you could have an FA Cup game this week, then you're in the Champions League, then the Emirates Cup is coming up. Right after. I mean, the Caribou Cup is coming up right after that, and you got that too.
no, I get it. It is a lot of fixtures. I mean, it's a lot of, tournament games, like you're saying. I mean, there's no denying that. But, I mean, the kind of money these guys making, you know, play the games, man. Play the games.
Yeah, so let's talk about this Super League a little bit more, man. Like, so basically, it's going to be the 16 most powerful teams in Europe. Offhand, who are these? Who are these 16 teams? Is my first question for you. And
Well, I
my
think it's
second one is, what are the teams that get left out that end up suing and going to court for being left out?
oh man, it's gonna be a mess on how you determine those. I don't know the answer to that. But when I started doing a lot of research and reading on this, man, this is really, really interesting to me, man. I pictured this being like the Bruce Lee movie, where they went to Fight Island. You know what I mean? You got all
Yeah, you talked about this before though in Dubai. You talked about this before in Dubai, like some in Dubai.
This is going to be like football soccer island. You know what I mean? Where you get the best of the best. They go all fly in on their private jets, and we're gonna have a tournament. And they saying who's at the core of this, of course, is American billionaire, the Red Sox owners, who own Liverpool. That they're the driving force, behind all of this. So, it's just going to be a billionaires boys club, and let the chips fall where they may, man.
So who makes it in? Let's just do a quick. I'm saying two out of La Liga.
Yeah.
So you got Barcelona, Real. We can start from the easier ones. Then PSG. That's the only French one that's going to get in, I'm assuming.
Ah, man. I mean, you have people. Okay. Let's go through our list of definites first. Okay.
Yeah, definites. Yeah, PSG's in.
Out of France, that's our own.
Juve.
Okay, Italy.
Yeah, Juve out of Italy. Juve.
Okay.
Do you say Juve and AC Milan or Inter Milan? Who gets in if you got to get two out of there? Or do all three get to go?
Oh, man, that's tough, man. But I think you definitely. AC Milan will be fringe for me, man. I mean, from a historical standpoint, you want to say yes, but the kind of money and how the team has used resources recently, I don't think they can perform in that league.
Or have the money to be able to get into this, because it's gonna be like a buy-in problem. I
mean, you had to be splashing cash to have a chance to really compete. I mean, it's an arms race at this point.
So then Bundesliga, is Bayern the only one that gets in this, or does Dortmund? I mean,
man, I'd say Bayern's the only slam dunk, but Dortmund would be knocking, and they can make a hell of a case. I mean, they can make a case, but I mean, they're
and then
a grow and sell team. You know what I mean?
That's my point though. Is that but would this force Dortmund to try to become a powerhouse though? With this 16-man league and not be a trading team.
Yeah, I think you're only going to be able to play in this league is to have basically no financial limitations. Where it's not a matter of money. It's not a matter of money. It's a matter of can you find the right piece. I think that's
okay. And so, in our league, I'm assuming is it our top sixes automatically get in, or is it?
It's just difficult to say, man, because it's the
I mean, because Spurs ain't gonna have the paper, right?
That's what I'm saying. The history of what we've seen says that they're not going to spend that kind of money. I mean, their owner is frugal and a bad decision maker habitually, kind of like yours. You know what I mean? Levy at Spurs is the same as the Glazers at Manchester United. I mean, they make bozo moves. You know what I mean? Like, and cheap
That's
ones.
right. But I mean, so I will say five in a possible.
Yeah. Okay. I can give you that. I can give you that.
Five in a possible. So we have 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. So we have 4 spots open.
Well, I think you're going to get a team from China. Somebody over in China is going to figure out some money.
Oh, you think somebody gonna jump in and not make it European where it's like, oh no, we getting in on this
I
paper.
think they're going to try to. Or even if it's not a team from Asia, then I mean, are you gonna kick Russia out? Russia is close enough commute wise where they can play in that league, and I mean, they got billionaires over there that own teams that could definitely.
So you said could you see a Russian team that's not traditionally good being in this because they got paper?
Yes, absolutely.
Like a locomotive Moscow.
Exactly.
Like a locomotive Moscow.
Or Sparta Moscow.
Where you'll be like,
I mean,
yeah, and it'd be like
they got their resources nationalized and privatized over there, but they also do sponsorships. You know what I mean? And got all kind of back or oligarchy channels that they work in the money. So I mean, they definitely could participate. Definitely, the Kremlin.
So you saying so you're saying we'll throw a China team in. We're at 13. You want to throw a Russian team in? We're at 14.
Yep.
We have 2 more spots. Does an Ajax come in?
And that's
why even though
I mean,
they're in the same position as Dortmund.
I think the reason why you could see some teams from other places is you're going to have to do a bubble, essentially like the NBA. And that's why, I mean, that's my analogy of the Fight Island from Bruce Lee, where this is a football island and everybody just flies in and have the tournament somewhere. And that they got the Nigerian billionaire that we've talked about several times who wanted to buy Arsenal.
Yeah.
Maybe this is his way to get in. You know what I mean? I could see him ponying to buy into something like this,
I mean, since you're opening it up, could you see somebody being ridiculous enough from the U.S. to try to get an MLS team in this?
I don't think that's possible.
Because the money that's coming in, but the money that's coming in, they would not be able to generate it to be able to even get the entry fee. I'm assuming, like if it's 70 million pounds just to show up, I don't know if nobody got that in the MLS.
Yeah, but before I would see an MLS team, I think you'd see something crazier where like you get a South American and Mexican team to join forces to have a representative buy in, because
you're saying a basic all-star team of the Western Hemisphere,
exactly,
basically.
and sit in this boat and say, hey,
the America squad.
Exactly. It's mercenary.
So you think this could get real ridiculous if they keep rolling this out? This could get even more ridiculous.
I mean, I think it's a model for it, and I was just also another piece of this puzzle is that how they consume the game over there is different than how we consume it. I mean, we doing Peacock. We're doing our different.
We got to stream out everything. We got to stream all our stuff.
Exactly, but they're actually paying per game. Like per game per.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Where it's not like you just get access to the network. I mean, it's like literally per game. So I mean, even like I'm saying, I'm watching them online right now. I think it was like 15 pounds. So what's that translate to? Like $12 or something like that. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty crazy, man. I couldn't imagine doing.
So I mean, this Super League, I know when I sent you the article, I know you was like, this is what I've been talking about since we started this show. It's just started the beginning of with the European Super League.
Exactly. No, man. I mean, that just shows that we ahead of the curves ever so slightly. You know what I mean? We definitely went into this before we knew about this.
And I wonder if we'll see, like you said, we'll see some teams that you never like, I didn't even think they had no paper. There's somebody that came up, you know what? If this is the way the route is going, we're going to have to keep up. Like Dortmund may be like, you know what? We normally development, we keeping everybody. And everybody can get their check. Everybody, y'all all get a check now.
Well, I mean, we're breaking down.
Haaland, you ain't going nowhere. Sancho, you ain't going nowhere. Reina, you ain't going nowhere. Bellingham, you ain't going nowhere. Like.
Well, I mean, It's a couple of more things to think about here. Like bigger picture, does FIFA, are they still going to act as the governing body to sit at the top of the pyramid and run this league as well, like they run every other league? That's number one. Or
Yeah,
is there,
it's I think. Oh, I see what you're saying.
you see, like, are they the governing body, or is there just a commissioner named? I almost see this turning into like a UFC pay-per-view model situation, and I think that can bring in new investors where people see the sort of money and revenue. And back to my original point. That's where all these other leagues, La Liga, Premier League, they just become like college basketball to us now, where it's like, yeah, it's fun to watch it, but this ain't for all the marbles. This ain't where the top talent lives. It's maybe a
Yeah,
fun watch and some up and coming talent, but the top tier talent doesn't live here anymore. I think that's what we're about to see change.